Morning and welcome. My name is Ron Robinson, and we want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the 2022 Bluefield Coal Mining Show, which is the 24th biennial celebration of this event, which was started in 1976. So it's good to have everybody back again after a COVID layoff, and I think you're going to see an impressive display over the course of the next 3 days, and we appreciate you being here and being part of the welcoming ceremony. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize some local leaders that are here. I hope I don't miss anyone, but from Tazewell County, Maggie Asbury with the County Board of Supervisors.
Back here.
Okay. I'm going to stand over here. Charles Stacy with Tazewell County Board of Supervisors.
He had to leave. He had depositions this morning.
Okay, he has had to leave early. We have Director of Communications and Tourism for Tazewell County, A.J. Robinson. Okay, she must have left early. Okay. From Mercer County Commission, we have Bill Archer. Bill, welcome. And from the legislature of West Virginia, we've got Delegate Doug Smith. Doug. Delegate Marty Gearhart. And Senator Ruby Phillips. Ruby. Here's Ruby, sorry. Okay. Okay. And is there anyone else that I failed to recognize but should? Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of this event. Thank you for being supporters of coal in the industry and being part of the celebration today. So thank you very much. We are going to now cut the ribbon, but before we do that, I'd like to recognize our chairman of this year's show and the last one as well, Bob Ramsey. Bob.
Thank you very much. Before we cut the ribbon and get rolling with the show, we're so excited about it, and the weather's cooperated. It's an exciting day. We do have one special presentation for the Charles A. Peters Award. We've changed it this year a little bit for a Lifetime Achievement Award, and we'd like for Kyle Hurt to come forward and present this award. The award is for Deborah Maynard.
Come on up, Debbie.
Debbie's been with every show, worked with Mr. Peters through all of those years, and developed all of this that you see. We all sort of are commanded by Debbie. She handles every detail, and we couldn't be more impressed with her life's work relating to this.
I'm speechless, you know. I usually have something to say all the time, but I'm just speechless. Yes, I have worked with Mr. Peters since 1976, and you know, when we do things, even today, as Bob Ramsey will tell you, I'll say, Mr. Peters would do it this way or would do it another way. So I'm humbled. I've had a lot of bad, in the last 2 months has been terrible for me. I lost my husband and my brother. So it's been a struggle these last 2 months. So I just want to thank all of you all so much. And I just don't know what to say. Thank you.
I'll try to read this. I'm not sure I'll even get through it. But Charles A. Peters Award is awarded in recognition of a lifetime of dutiful and dedicated service for the betterment of the Bluefield Coal and Mining Show and faithful service to its continued success. I don't think so. Debbie Maynard, September 14th, 2022. Debbie and Charles A. Peters, the founder of the Bluefield Coal Show, worked for nearly 50 years.
That's a long time.
A long time. Together to make the show as successful as it is today. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, everyone. Shall we get to the ribbon cutting? Debbie, we love you. Okay.
Debbie, thanks so much for your dedicated service through the years and for everything that you meant to this show and this chamber. We very much appreciate it.
And we thank you for the power.
Thank you.
This show.
Okay, without further ado, I'm going to introduce Chris Hamilton, President of the West Virginia Coal Association, to make a few remarks. Chris, before we officially cut the ribbon and begin the show.
Thank you, Ron. I won't keep you long. I've been asked to maybe say a few words. We got a lot of words to say, but first of all, congratulations to the two, and special thanks to the two Virginias chambers. Bob, great job chairing this program. Debbie, always great seeing you, and thank you so much for all your dedication, not just to this show and the success of the show, but also the success of coal mining throughout the state. You've made major contributions there. And how about Bill Reed, who emceed a little bit earlier? I don't think we have a bigger, stronger advocate in the industry and someone that's been behind this show down here in the community of Bluefield over the years. Bill, congratulations and thanks so much. Well, if you're in the industry, you're probably doing pretty good today. With rising gas prices, coal prices out the roof, all these opportunities that we have domestically as well as within the international waters. But you also can't be feeling too good about our future. It seems like as good as it is today, we're still seeing a lot of transitioning away from this great industry and everything we've always contributed to what we characterize as a lot of shining objects. It's hydrogen today, it's nuclear tomorrow, it's even so geothermal that's being chased after, renewable this, renewable that. But there's nothing in the world that competes with coal-fired electric manufacturing or generation. And no one does it any better than those of you within this surrounding area. And this particular show has brought attention over the years and has served to accentuate all the great people involved with our industry, all the great successes, all the great, the extended coal economy. We're forever grateful. At the Coal Association, we spend the majority of our time within the legislative hallways, and I just want to indicate how strong and how important the involvement of public policy is. There are times, and most days, quite frankly, we feel like we're center fielders in a javelin throwing contest, particularly in Washington, D.C. today. Don't let anybody tell you that this Inflation Reduction Act that was passed and rushed through is good for coal. There's nothing in there at all good for the coal industry. It is a major stinger, and what a letdown after all the drama that we all been through over the past 18 months, watching the Clean Energy Plan, the Build Back Better plan, the utility buyout plan, and even the infrastructure bill, which had amendment after amendment that they tried to amend into the infrastructure bill that came from Nancy Pelosi's Democratic-led House of Representatives. Sit and think for a moment. This great industry almost fell by a single vote. Now, if that doesn't underscore the importance of public policy to this industry, and if that doesn't beg for everybody's involvement into the legislative and political arena, we all have to do a little more, and we all have to become a little more engaged with the political process. I am so pleased to be standing here with Marty, Doug Smith, and Ruthie Phillips. I mean, these guys get it. They go way out of their way to defend this community, this great industry. And to my right and your left is without question the greatest Senate President and Lieutenant Governor that the state of West Virginia has seen in its 155 plus years in Mr. Bill Cole. We got more done when Senate President Cole was at the helm. In the few short years he was there, than what's been done historically in the state of West Virginia, particularly for the coal industry. Bill's number one bill, Senate Bill 1, when he was in charge, was to repeal the renewable portfolio bill that was jammed through the process by Senator Manchin a few years earlier. I don't want to beat up on Joe here today. He done yeoman's work for 18 months. But the day come, and it's because of his agreement with Chuck Schumer, that a similar version, not a better version, a similar version to the Build Back Better bill passed. It will cause the closure of half of our in-state power plants by 2030. No questions asked. It will force them to close. There's $275 billion that's been dedicated to fight coal, fight climate, raise your taxes, create all these community and special interest activist groups, and it funds those groups if they share this administration's climate goals. Bad, bad, bad for coal. Kudos to Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Congresswoman Miller that represents this area. They get it as well. A lot of great people in Charleston, a lot of great public Board of Public Works members that fight for you each and every day. Everybody's not against us, but and we have a pretty strong core here on the state level, but we all have to do more. You know, the extremists who we characterize as climate crusaders, they're not going to stop. You're their next target after they shut down the Mountain Valley pipeline, which some people think is going to open and get built. After they shut that down, they're going to go to the export areas. They're going to try to close the ports down and preclude this great resource that we mine here in southern West Virginia from being exported throughout the world. That's their next target. You know, we think we have a great met product, and we do. We got great market opportunities, but they're going to come after that. You know, they get it. They know that China has more plants than we have. They know Europe has a real thirst right now for West Virginia met coal. And rest assured, you will begin seeing the protests and opposition. We can't stop either. You know, we have to stay the course. We have to dig a little deeper. We have to ask our friends like Rupert Phillips to do a little more, even though he's done yeoman's work and more than we've ever asked or anticipated. Probably ought to cut a ribbon here and buy a scoop car real soon. I know it's hot and I'm getting carried away like one of our evangelist friends, but I can't thank you enough for all you do here. And hey, how about the mining program being restarted over the hill here? Man, that's fantastic. We were down to that opening, and that's again testament to this area, this community, our community leaders, and the current leadership at that school. We just can't thank you enough for that, and we're going to be part of that for many years to come. So with that, let's cut the ribbon and buy a scoop car. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting this industry. Thanks for supporting the West Virginia Coal Association. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and move the table to begin the process of cutting the ribbon. But joining Chris in cutting the ribbon is going to be Bob, excuse me. Yeah. Is going to be Bob Ramsey, chairman of the Coal Show, and also Miss Daphne Peters, who is the wife of the founder of this event. Thank you for joining us. And Debbie, our honoring, we'd like you to join us as well in the ribbon cutting.
Well, if I'm cutting something, it's going to be Bill Archer's hair.
Debbie, get in here. Yeah. Debbie, get in there. Okay.
Go hers, huh?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Thank you very much.
We got to stage some pictures, don't we, Steve?
Yes.
Steve Jesse's taking some pictures.